to pull Israel out of Mitzrayim and to marry a new bride, it was what? Sure, I'll take you back. Yeah, sure, I'll bring you back. Israel, I love you. Israel, I'm in covenant with you. Israel, you're my son. Israel, you're my chosen. Israel, you're my firstborn. Israel, you're special. Israel, you are my only begotten son. Yes, Israel. Sure, I'll take you back. That's why Moshe was sent back. Could Moshe have had a good life in Midian with Yitro, his father-in-law? Feeding the flock of Yitro, his father-in-law? Sure he could have. What did Yahweh say? Return to Mitzrayim, because when you return to Mitzrayim, I will return through you. I'm returning to my people through you. My people are there. They didn't become Mitzrayimites. They became Avadim. They became slaves. I will return to Mitzrayim through you. So the truth of the Exodus from Mitzrayim is the redemption of the possession that was already belonging to Yahweh. He already owned us, the people of Ephraim, the Hebrews. He owned us, and he sent Moshe to return to pull out what was rightfully his. Does not the Brit Hadashah tell us the same? It says, for you are bought with a price. Therefore, glorify Yahweh in your body and in your Ruach, which are Yahweh's. Why should we glorify Him? Because we are already bought with a price. Israel was bought with the price of the Abrahamic and the Jacobian covenant. And they were cut in blood and renewed at Bethel and re-renewed at Bethel. And the same covenant was renewed at Sinai. And then the same covenant was renewed through Mashiach and through the Brit Hadashah, somebody. No new dispensation. No new Israel. No new Shabbat. No new Moadim. It was the renewal of that wayward bride. Amen. So Yahweh said to Moshe, return to Mitzrayim. For all the men who sought your life to kill you, they are dead. Okay. So Pesach, listen. Let's be honest. Can we talk? Can we talk? Religion's got it all wrong. Religion says Pesach is the time when the Jews became the Jews. A, there were no Jews in that time. B, Israel was remarried to Yahweh at Sinai after having a slave mentality of 430 years, and after living like the Mitzrayim, walking like the Mitzrayimites, and living and acting like the Mitzrayimites, the covenant was renewed. So he didn't take Israel out, the Jews out, he took Israel out. And the Jews, of course, were in the loins of Israel. Hello. The Jews were in the loins of Kol Yisrael. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. So then the account of Pesach as it's been presented to us is not correct. Rather, it is Yahweh returning Moshe and returning to Israel through Moshe in order to take back and to buy back and to purchase back what was already his. That puts a whole different thing on it. They're already his people. Hello? We didn't become a people because of the Exodus, like religion teaches us. Hello, somebody. Buenos dias. We did not become a people because of the Exodus, like most of Messianic Judaism teaches. Because we were already his people, he sent Moshe and said, get away from the flocks, get away from Midian, get away from Yitro, and return to Mitzrayim, because those who sought your life are muerta. So when we sit down at the Pesach table on the 14th of Aviv, all we are rehashing is the covenant faithfulness, because when you belong to Yahweh, He will seek you, look for you, find you, and He says the whole message of Pesach comes down to this. Sure, I'll take you back. Sure, I'll take you out. Sure, I'll take you around. Sure, I'll take you through. Sure, I'll take you over. Sure, I'll take you under. Sure, I'll take you around. Sure. Anywhere that I have to take you, I'll take you to get you back. That's the story of the Exodus. Talk to me, somebody.
I'm here.
That's the story or the truth. The whole thing is, sure, I'll take you back. Sure, I'll take you back. How long have you been brainwashed? 430 years. How long have you had a slave mentality? 430 years. How long have you had the freedom to worship me the way Yitzchak and Abraham and Yaakov worshiped me? How long has this been? 430 years. But you're mine. I can't let you die there. I can correct you there. I can work with you there. I can mold you there. I can shape you there. I can form you there. But I can't let you die there because my covenant reputation is at stake. So when we sit down for Pesach, it's not like those who have not had their minds renewed. It is the account of the purchased possession always coming back and always being reclaimed by Yahweh. If you're his purchased possession, he'll never leave you or forsake you. Ivrim 13:8. He'll come back for you. He'll send prophets for you. He'll send Nevi'im. He'll send Shlichim. He will send and resend some rising early, and they will eventually bring you back to Yahweh. So what is Pesach? It's a time when Yahweh went looking for us. It's a time when Yahweh went looking for his wayward child. This Pesach has a very significant connection to me, and a very significant time for me. Amen? And it's not a pagan connection either. This is a Zionistic connection. Turn to your neighbor and say, Zionistic connection. Let's try that again. Zionistic connection. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. Smile, you're on camera. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. So Yahweh through Moshe is returning to Mitzrayim to claim what he already has a claim check for. He already has a claim check for the nation. He's got a claim check, and he's about to cash it in right in Pharaoh's front yard, and right in Pharaoh's court, and right in Pharaoh's bedroom with the slaying of Pharaoh's firstborn. Yahweh has a claim check, and he's coming for his claim. Yahweh has a claim against Pharaoh Melech Mitzrayim. So then Pesach is not, oh, we're gonna celebrate the Exodus. No, we're not. We're gonna celebrate the fact that Yahweh's covenant faithfulness will always find a way to bring back what is his, what is purchased, what is claimed by him, and what is truly his possession. That's why he said, now go down to verse 22. Shemot 4:22. You shall say to Pharaoh, Ko Amar Yahweh, Yisrael Beni Bachuri. Yisrael is my son, my firstborn. So next time a Jew says, well, Rabbi, you a missionary. I don't believe in that son of gold business. Really? So that means you don't believe in yourself. The Jews are Yahweh's son. So when they say, I don't believe in that son of gold business, okay, that means you don't exist. Because we talked about this at last year's conference. The Israel on earth proves that there is a son in heaven. We talked about that, remember? I talked about that at last year's conference. The proof that Yahweh has a son in heaven is his son on earth. Verse 23. And so I say to you, Pharaoh, through Moshe, who I'm coming through Moshe to take back what is mine. I'm coming to take back what is mine. I'm not coming to make a new bride. I'm coming to honor covenant faithfulness to Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. So I say to you, let my son go. Let my son go to serve me. But if you refuse to let him go, no problem. See, I will kill your firstborn. Now, do we have that understood? Simple. It's facile, see? You let my firstborn go, or you'll give me your firstborn. So Yahweh, they were already, when did Israel get born again? Was it in Ramses, Sukkot, or was it in Pharaoh's cauliflower garden? Where did Israel get saved when they were in Egypt? In Pharaoh's cauliflower garden? Or did they get saved tiptoeing through the tulips? Huh? Was Israel really Tiny Tim before there was a Tiny Tim? No, they were already Yahweh's son the day Jacob went down to sojourn in the land of Goshen. They were already Yahweh's son. And he said, move over, Bubba. I'm coming for my son. Sure, I'll take you back. Sure, I'll take you back. When did they become, when did Israel get saved, born again, and filled with the Holy Ghost? The first year, the 10th year, or the 430th year? None of the above. They were his son before they went into Mitzrayim, and he goes, knock, knock, I'm coming back for my purchased possession. So the truth of the Exodus is Yahweh reclaiming what was already his. That's for redemption, buying back what already belonged to him. Now they will be my son if I could just get him to Har Sinai and have him take a mikvah and come down from the mountain and give the Torah in 70 languages. No, he says, my son is my son. Even if my son is in slavery, he already is my son, and I'm sending Moshe to bring my son out. Sure, I'll take you back. I said, you let my son go to serve me. But if you refuse to let him go, see, I am killing your son, your Bachor. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. And it isn't interesting. We have this account, and I'm not going to get into this, verses 24 to 26. All of a sudden, the scene, turn to your neighbor and say, the scene. Not obscene, the scene. All of a sudden, the scene shifts to an account of a Brit Milah. How do we go from Yahweh claiming his son is Israel, he's coming to reclaim and take back his son, to an account of the Brit Milah? What does one thing have to do? There's not even a chapter division there. How do we just jump in from Yahweh's son coming to be what? Reclaimed, right into a situation where there's a Brit Milah. Moshe did not Brit Milah Gershom, and Zipporah got very, very upset. Did the circumcision. So, you know, people ask me all the time, can a woman be a moil? Well, not on television. Okay? You got to apply to be the moil, as in mole. But in Israel, a woman could be a moil, because Zipporah was a moil. When Moshe didn't circumcise Gershom, she did the circumcision. Heavy stuff, man. Heavy stuff. That's why we have women doing the Aliyah. Because women could do what men can do in Israel. So she did the circumcision, and she tossed it at Moshe and goes, here, Bubba, this is what you get for not being the Kohen of the home. Right? Here, you like foreskin? Take the foreskin. That's what you get for not being the Kohen of the home. No, don't worry, we're not having foreskin tomorrow. I mean Monday, so chill out, man. We're going to spare you this year. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. We're going to have lamb. Lamb! I remember one Polish pastor used to come on my radio show many years ago, and I couldn't get this guy to shut up and change. And he had this really heavy Polish accent. And every time he came on the air, he goes, behold the lamp of gold. And he had a very heavy Polish accent. I said, no. I said, Swaldo. I don't know what his name was, Swaldo or Oswaldo. I said, not lamp, lamb, B. L-A-M-B. So then he got, okay, Pastor Marshall, no problem. Behold the lamp of God. Lamp, there's no lamp. God doesn't have a lamp. There's no God, there's Yahweh. And even if there was a God, he doesn't have a lamp. Every time this guy came on my radio show, behold the lamp. So Yahweh, using that theology, Yahweh was coming for his lamp. He wasn't coming for his son. I want my lamp. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. Everything I just said, scratch it. Meant nothing. Okay, now go to Yeshayahu 44:22. Yeshayahu. And P.S., you know why we put that thing about Brit Milah right there? Because if you're his son, you'll be circumcised. Hello? Hello? Do you make the connection? This is not a pagan connection. This is a Hebrew connection. Yahweh says if you want to be Israel and you want to be his son, you must be circumcised. So isn't it interesting? He sticks that Brit Milah text seemingly out of context right in the text with the Exodus because they are inextricably connected. And I'm going to say something that some of you may get upset about. You must be circumcised to partake of the Pesach. And I know that has split many Messianic and Nazarene assemblies. Okay, it says right there that you must be circumcised to eat the Pesach. How that applies to you is between you and Yahweh. I will not get involved. I have enough problems. I'm accused of preaching against Freemasons, which I'm not. I was preaching against the protocols. Yeshayahu 44:22. Yeshayahu 44:22. Sure, I'll take you back. Sure, I'll take you back. That's what Pesach is all about. Yahweh's saying, of course you can return. Of course you can return to me. But I've got to get you out of the world. I've got to get you out of Egypt. I've got to get you out of slavery. I've got to get you out of uncleanness. I've got to get you out of unrighteousness. I've got to take you to a neutral holding facility in the wilderness so you can pass under the rod of correction and the rod of renewal and the rod of new covenant life. I've got to take you out of Mitzrayim and bring you into the wilderness so you can pass under the rod.
Hallelujah.
What rod? The rod of love, the rod of correction. The rod of forgiveness, the rod of covenant. Yahweh took us there not to find a new bride, but to cash in on his claim and cause us to pass under the rod. The rod of covenant. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. I said Baruch Hashem Yahweh. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. Yeshayahu 44:22. Yahweh says, I'll take you out of Mitzrayim. That's a place, it's neutral. It's neutral. It's a cleansing place, it's a program. It's a place where you can detox. You can detox from 430 years of slavery and bondage and unregenerate mind, having adopted the ways of Mitzrayim, the customs of Mitzrayim, the dress of Mitzrayim, the cloaks of Mitzrayim, the wardrobe of Mitzrayim. It's a place I can get you away. I can put you in detox. I can put you in a long-term care facility. 40 years, brothers and sisters, is a long-term care facility. But it's this care, Yahweh's care is there. So what happened? What are we going to be doing on Monday night celebrating Pesach? We're going to be saying he entered Mitzrayim, cleansed us outside in a neutral, long-term holding facility because we were his, not so we can become his. Why are you saved? Because you're one of the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's why you're saved. The reason you're saved is because you already were his. You didn't become his when the law changes Shabbat to Sunday. You didn't become his in Acts chapter 2 when the Lord decided that he was a little prejudiced in the old covenant and he was going to clean up his act and start saving them Gentiles.
In the upper room.
He knew where we were.
In the upper room. He did. He knew where you were. And he found you. You were one of the lost sheep. And he found you. And he got you.
Hallelujah.
And he rescued you.
Hallelujah.
Meaning the reason you're saved today is because he cashed in the claim that he had a claim check for you, even though you didn't know who you were, even though you didn't know you were the seed of the chosen, even you didn't know you were the seed of the Zerah, even though you didn't know you were the seed of the free woman, even though you didn't know you were the set apart, chosen covenant child of renewal and promise, because in Yitzchak shall your seed be called. He knew what you didn't know. Now that you're saved, you realize you have Israelite ancestry, but you were wandering. But you were wandering. But you were wandering. But in order to bring us into that special covenant bond, he had to take us out of Mitzrayim because we were his. Why are we saved? The church tells you we're saved because of grace. Is that true? That's true. But it's also true that he manifested that grace to you because you're already his. When did I become his? Before the foundation of the world. Well, then you entered the world, which is Egypt, and so the blood of Yeshua had what? Taken his son out of the world, just like Yahweh took his nation out of the world.
Come on.
Out of Mitzrayim.
Oh, yes. Baruch Hashem Yahweh.
Baruch Hashem Yahweh. When were you saved according to Scripture? He was a lamb slain, spotless and without blame, before the foundation of the world. Meaning when he put you in the world, you were in Mitzrayim. You were in physical and spiritual Mitzrayim. He said, sure, I'll take you back. He sent Yeshua to take you back. He sent Moshe to take you back. He kept sending the prophets rising early to take you back. Until finally we would respond and the tabernacle, the Sukkah of David, can be rebuilt. So we're not part of the church system or the synagogue system. We are the Sukkot David, having been renewed and reconstructed and rebuilt. Why? Because we were already his, and we celebrate every day, day by day, morning by morning, new mercies I see. We celebrate the act of faithfulness and the manifestation of redemption. Why are we celebrating Monday night? The manifestation of redemption. Why are we getting together? Because we're celebrating the manifestation of redemption. And redemption is taking back what's already his. Yeshua said, I've come for the lost sheep, for the wandering sheep, for the blind sheep, for the maimed sheep, for the sheep that go from mountain to mountain and there's no rest. Why? Because the shepherds of Israel won't feed them. The shepherds of Israel feed themselves.
Yes.
And they wander from mountaintop to mountaintop. Sure, I'll take you back. Sure, I'll take you back. What is the result of redemption? Return. What is the ultimate result of redemption? Return. The result of redemption is not birth, listen, it is return. And return leads to new birth. So the result of redemption is return. Amen, somebody?
Amen.
Sure, I'll take you back. So what is the truth of Pesach? Yahweh taking us back. What is the truth of Brit Hadashah? Yahweh taking us back. What is the truth of Shavuot? When Yahweh waves the two loaves before his father, the Kohen Hagadol waves the two loaves before Yahweh. Yahweh's taking us back. Both houses full of leaven on Shavuot. What is the purpose of Bikurim? First fruits. Yahweh taking us back. We're the first ones he's taking back. And like our sister Marcia likes to say, there'll be others that he'll be taking back also. What's Bikurim all about? Bikurim is first fruits. We're the first to come back. Why? Because we've been redeemed. So Yahweh redeems, not so we can have 4 cups of wine. Why did Yahweh redeem us? To return us to him. Today's message, sure, I'll take you back. Sure, I'll take you back. The whole heart of Yahweh is to take his people back. Not to keep them outside. Not to keep them outside the fence. Not to keep them on the outside looking in. Talk to me, somebody. So religion's got it all wrong. Well, we're celebrating Pesach because the Jews were born as a nation. A, there were no Jews. B, nothing was born. They were redeemed because they were already his. And once they were already his, he returned them to the faith, the place, and the security of their fathers, Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov.
Return.
If you're his, you will be redeemed and you will return. It may be this week, it may be next week, it may be next month, but he who begun a good work in you will perform it and bring it to pass and complete it until the day of Messiah, Yeshua. Somebody give him praise today in the house of Yahweh. He that began this work will perform it. If he would have left Yisrael and Mitzrayim, he wouldn't have performed that good word that he gave to Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. If he left you in the Mitzrayim of the world, he wouldn't have performed that good word that he gave through his son, begotten in the flesh by Miriam, and said, I have only come, Matityahu 15:24, I have only come for Israel. No, I've only come for the Gentiles. No, I've only come from the church. No, I've only come from the Yehovah weakness. No, Daddy. I came only For Israel, lost. Israel, lost. Lost, Israel. Israel, lost. Lost, Israel. He only came for the lost sheep of the house. So when he only came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel, he says, sure, I'll take you back. But I've transgressed. Sure, I'll take you back. But I walked away. Sure, I'll take you back. But I'm struggling. Sure, I'll take you back. But I'm confused. Sure, I'll take you back. But I haven't been vindicated. Sure, I'll take you back. But I don't know which direction to turn. Sure, he'll take you back. So Pesach is the celebration of a redemption that leads to the return of all the lost sheep of the house of Israel. It's not some nebulous marriage on Mount Sinai when Yahweh married the Jews. It is Yahweh going to Pharaoh, and Pharaoh, come here, sit down. You've got my son, let my son go that they can return to me. Don't let them go so they can go, because when they go and they go and they go and they go, all they do is go and return to the wrong way, because all we like sheep have gone astray. We've turned everyone to his own way. Don't just let them go. Let them go and return to me. So I've got to give them some discipline, because if I don't give them some discipline, they're going to go back to their ways and their whoring and their backsliding. So here's the deal, Pharaoh. You let them go and let them worship me. P.S. Let them hold the moed to me. What was the first thing Yahweh said when I cash in my claim for Israel? What's the first thing I'm going to do? Are we going to have a Sunday school?
No.
Are we going to have a yeshiva?
No.
Are we going to have a Find the Pope in the Pizza contest? With Father Guido Sarducci? What's the first thing we're going to do? Yahweh says you're going to get in the moed routine. Discipline. You're going to have a moed to me. One moed. What became known eventually as Shavuot. The first thing he was going to do is give us discipline, because he says, sure, I'll take you back, but I won't take you back to have a grace party, because sometimes grace parties lead to grace exoduses, or people that are so full of grace and there's no structure to their walk, they look for the exit sign without an exodus.
That's right. Come on.
I'm preaching good today. They're looking for an exit sign without an exodus. So Yahweh says, I'm not going to leave you in the wilderness. I'm going to put you under the rod of love, rod of covenant, rod of renewal, rod of correction. And then I will give you Torah, Chukim, Mishpatim. And then we'll have a moed. First thing I want you to do is celebrate your Elohim. Celebrate that I came back for you. I could have left you there. So what are we celebrating on Monday night? That Yahweh came back for us when he could have left us there.
That's right.
So I could tell you about the lamp of gold with the Polish preaching. The lamp. I could tell you about he was wounded for our transgressions. That's great. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. We don't want to belittle that in any way, but those are the facts. What is the result of the facts? Who are we as a result of that truth? And Yahweh says, sure, I'll take you back. Sinner, backslider, confused, adult, child. That's what Pesach is all about. If Yahweh took a whole nation back, why wouldn't he take you back?
That's right.
He took a whole bunch of slaves who knew nothing except how to talk to bricks.
That's right.
And make mortar and bricks and build pyramids.
Yeah. Were you worried?
Had a slave mentality. No freedom. He said, this is my son, the whole bunch of them. Give me the whole. Pharaoh said, how many do I have to let go? Yahweh said, the whole bunch. Let the whole bunch go. Why? So they can become my son? So they can become my daughter? No, because they are my daughter, because they are my son, because they are my offspring, because they are my firstborn. Turn with me to Jeremiah 31. Yirmiyahu 31. Sure, I'll take you back. Yahweh says to you today. Yahweh says to you today. Sure, I'll take you back. You want to come back? Do you want to come back? Then I'll take you back. There's only one kind of Israelite that I won't take back. Hello? There's only one kind of Israelite that I won't take back. The one who doesn't want to come back.
because they don't know their hours.
Morning by morning, new Rachamim I see. How many times has he taken us back and gotten our heads straight? How many times did he pull us off the streets? How many times did he take us away from homelessness? How many